Travis Braden radioed in that he's got a loose condition on this car, but when it comes to these mile-and-a-half tracks, Travis may be a short track specialist, but this is already his 8th mile-and-a-half race in the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards. His average finish in those races, 7.5. So he's got a really good car. They were very confident after the test earlier this month where they were 3rd quick overall, but right now, loose in the corner for the 27, the Consonas Ford of Travis Braden.
Now the caution is out. .21 laps in, and looking to see if there's debris. Oh, yep, there's the incident. Doza,
hard
57.
Hit for Doza, sure is. Ryan's just trying to make his way back to the garage area. Sure has been. Wow. Ooh, there was some contact right there, Vince, with Natalie Decker, and that looks like Joe Graff Jr. also, that silver 77 that got into the outside wall as well.
Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the General Tire 150 under caution because of an accident involving Jesse Owuji and Tyler Dipple, and very interesting because it was clear that Owuji knew that he had a problem, and we'll see it here on the replay. And watch, you see the spark out from underneath the car of Owuji, the 34.
Yeah, then he just moves up the racetrack. It's right up against the outside wall, out of the way right here.
Yeah,
but
looks like everything would be fine at this point. Obviously knew he had a problem, and then he tried to come down and get out of the way, and Dipple got.
Yeah, and Vince, I'm not sure he tried to come down, or maybe whatever was going wrong forced him to, for that car to turn left like it did, and then makes hard contact with the 22 of Dipple.
Boy, and that's a hard hit into the wall.
And Dipple as well, too.
So big hit for Owuji, and the good news is climbed out of the car under his own power and walked to the ambulance and will be taken to the care center to be checked.
Yeah, tough break for Jesse. Just trying to get some experience here in the ARCA Series on these super speedways.
Then just a moment ago, the 77 of Graff get together with the 78 of Max Tolman.
Got loose on the inside of Max Tolman, makes contact with the outside safer barrier.
So that's why we are under caution. The green flag waving, and we're racing. Going to be a shootout to the finish here in Charlotte. Todd Gilliland and Riley Herbst in row 2 right there in case there's a slip up in the front.
I think right now you want to take advantage and try to get by that 54 of Gilliland while he has that aero problem with the front of that car. And Riley Herbst is going to try to do that on the outside.
Sheldon Creed dives down underneath the 12 of Jones, and Creed gets loose, almost some contact there, and that opens the door for Gilliland, and he walks through.
How about with all that damage to the left front corner of that car? He took advantage of those guys getting together.
Wow, Jones fighting back on the outside, and 3 wide with Chase Purdy getting loose and into the wall.
Well, there's 2 cars to the outside of him. Did such a great job saving those cars. I think it was Sheldon Creed and Riley Herbst that were on the outside of Chase Purdy.
3 wide there with Purdy on the bottom, and I think just got down underneath that white line a little bit. Created the back end to come up, got loose, and a little bit of contact and couldn't haul it in.
When you get cars side by side too, that car on the inside is going to lose a little bit. Ooh, they make contact right there, and then he never really regained contact, but control, excuse me. But what a great job that the 28 of Sheldon Creed did by not losing his car.
Well, that's unfortunate for Purdy. Watch it from the onboard of Gus Dean.
You can see him 3 wide up there in front of Zane Smith. Gus did a great job. He noticed that car was up against the wall. He got back in the throttle to get by before Chase Purdy came down the racetrack.
Well, that could have very easily collected all 3 of those cars.
Just can't say enough about the job that Sheldon Creed and Riley Herbst did to maintain control with their cars. Boy, what damage to the Bama Buggy's car for Chase Purdy.